What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wisco Madman coming at you. Just wanted to talk a little bit about some stuff that I've seen lately with vaccines and whatnot. And, I want to preface this by saying that by no means am I a healthcare professional or giving you any sort of advice. I'm just coming at the, let's say, freedom and political aspect of it. So, with that said, you probably already know a little bit of my opinion, and I've got to mention I was scrolling through Facebook and I seen a post from Dustin Sims, a small time comedian that I follow. Some of y'all might have heard of him, but he's canceling a show in Durham, North Carolina, I believe, North or South Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. Either way, so he's canceling a show because the venue wanted to require proof of vaccine in order to attend. Now, obviously, some of us that are in the more left-leaning states, me, for instance, in Colorado and, clearly California and Washington and states like that, are quite used to the concept of requiring vaccine for whatever it may be, because it's been talked about since last year that it was going to be a thing. Me, on the other hand, given this current vaccine and what I've seen, and I think what plenty of other people are feeling, is this vaccine has been pushed upon us without much long-term research. Have they tried to research it? Have they done a lot of things? Yes. Has there been things that have been screwed up along the way? Absolutely. I mean, they had to put Johnson & Johnson on a week-long hold because they weren't sure what was going on. For instance, we had Dick's Sporting Goods Center was where they had vaccines in Colorado, or one of the places that they had vaccines, and Johnson & Johnson was being given out there. After, I think it was like 2 or 3 people were put in the hospital, obviously unknown severity, I believe it ended up being not such a big deal, but they had to cut the whole thing off. And until there was a federal response, they really didn't say a whole hell of a lot. This whole process has been a shit show. And I think a big part of it has been because we allow political influence and control to come into the scenario. We modify the way our health regulations are done. The FDA was a perfect example of that. Now we don't even know for sure if they're acting in our best interest for health or if it's politics. It wasn't until COVID that they suddenly modified this stuff, and in the midst of fear, decided that mRNA vaccines were considered actual vaccines and not experimental drugs. These are all things you can find news articles on, guys. I'm not making shit up. I'm also not saying don't take the vaccine because of what I say. What I am saying is do your research and listen to your doctor. That's my honest opinion. And I am, preface this by saying I am pro-choice. But what do pro-choice people love to say? My body, my choice, right? That's the exact same scenario here. My body, my choice. Period. You can't force me to take things. That's insanity. Just because you're afraid of people that are at risk. In the past, if you were at risk, you change your actions. You change the things that you do. You take precautions. You never asked all kinds of people to go out there and modify their entire life because there's a small chance you might get something. There's a small chance you might die. 99.97% survival rate. Don't fact check me. I'm not saying that's 100% what it is, but it's in that ballpark. But this shit's crazy, man. We can't give up our rights. We can't modify or do away with our Constitution because of some bullshit that politicians are trying to play. Let's follow the science. Yes, I agree with that. Let's follow the science. Let's stop making us do crazy shit for something that's not nearly as deadly as they think it is, or as they're trying to act like it is. Let's stop letting the media fearmonger us into doing things. And let's stop making hasty decisions because of that fear. Let's do a little research. Make responsible decisions. Not just pump up pharmaceutical companies. Give them all kinds of profit. This has been your boy Wisco Madman. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.